Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. First of all, I hope all of you had a great week 3 in the Magic Prison tournament. Hopefully your matchmaking was kind this week. And if things didn't go your way, don't worry, we still have one final week left to finish strong. I'll be praying that everyone gets the best possible result next week. Now, after watching a lot of matches this week and playing quite a bit myself, I noticed something very interesting. Despite all the new jobs, new frost cores, and new inheritance skills that have been released recently, we're still seeing one lineup dominate the battlefield. The Elinia plus Uber combination. That honestly surprised me. Before this season started, I predicted that Elinia would slowly lose her position as the main DPS because of several new mechanics entering the game. First, we have the Dolan Trick Inheritance Skill, which I believed would become a huge counter to the current meta. Second, we have the rise of AIS Uber, especially after receiving the Whirlwind Frost Core that can instantly refund its cooldown if it doesn't hit a target. Looking at those two changes alone, I honestly thought this season would mark the beginning of a brand new meta, but that didn't really happen. So let's try to understand why. Some people might say my prediction was completely wrong. Honestly, I don't fully agree with that. At the same time, I also can't deny reality. Even our own team has gone back to using the Elinia plus Uber lineup because, right now, it simply gives the most consistent results. After thinking about it for quite some time, I think there are 3 major reasons why the meta hasn't shifted yet. The first reason is actually Himmelnez. I genuinely believed Himmelnez would become the physical DPS that could replace Elinia in many situations. After spending weeks testing her, however, I realized she still has a major weakness. Her damage is definitely there. Her AoE is huge. Her zoning capability is excellent. But once enemies close the distance, everything becomes much harder. The combination of AIS Uber, Nameless Uber, and Elinia can dive into close-range fights incredibly quickly, completely removing the range advantage that Himmelnez relies on. On top of that, Himmelnez needs constant protection from classes like Saint or Soulbinder just to survive long enough to deal damage. The problem is, those support classes are already heavily occupied protecting Khafra or other priority targets. So instead of replacing the existing lineup, Himmelnez ends up competing for the same support resources. The second reason is Dolan Trick itself. I still believe it's an extremely strong inheritance skill. The problem isn't the skill, the problem is accessibility. Unlocking it requires a significant number of Dragon Deeds, and Dragon Deeds aren't exactly cheap. With so many expensive updates releasing at the same time, players have to split their BCC across multiple progression systems. As a result, not many players have fully invested into Dolan Trick yet. Without widespread adoption, it's difficult for the meta to shift immediately. The third reason is probably the simplest. People are comfortable with what already works. Most competitive teams have spent months mastering the Elinia plus Uber composition. Everyone already understands their positioning, rotations, communication, and timing. Switching to an entirely new strategy means starting from scratch. It takes countless hours of practice, testing, and sometimes losing before a new composition becomes reliable. When ranking points are on the line, most teams simply choose the safer option, and I can't blame them. So my opinion hasn't changed very much. I believe the future meta is moving away from the current Elinia plus Uber dominance. The introduction of AIS, Dolan Trick, newer Frost Core upgrades, and future balance patches will eventually force players to adapt. I don't think Elinia will stay at the top forever. Every meta eventually comes to an end. The only question is when. Personally, I don't think that moment is this season. If your goal right now is simply to achieve the highest rank possible in Magic Prison Season 3, I still think sticking with the proven Elinia plus Uber composition is probably the safest decision. It's stable, it's consistent, and everyone already knows how to play around it. Maybe next season we'll start seeing more Himmelnez, more Dolan Trick users, and more experimental compositions. But for now, the old meta is still sitting on the throne. This is just my opinion based on my own experience and the matches I've watched. Please don't take my words as absolute truth. Every team has different players, different investments, and different play styles. always do your own testing. Sometimes a strategy that doesn't work for my team might be exactly what your team needs. Finally, if week 3 didn't go the way you wanted, don't get discouraged. We still have one more week. There's still time to climb. Keep practicing, keep communicating with your teammates, and most importantly, don't forget to enjoy the game. At the end of the day, that's why we're all still here. Lastly, I'd like to give a huge thank you to the owner of Loki-san's account for kindly allowing me to borrow the Elinia point of view for this video. It really helped me analyze this week's gameplay from another perspective. Thank you all so much for always supporting the channel. Good luck in the final week of Magic Prison. May the matchmaking gods be on your side. And I'll see you in the next video.